What's up, everybody? So today is very exciting for two different reasons. One, it's our 6-year wedding anniversary. And how are we celebrating? I'll show you in just a sec. We are at, as the golf cart drives by, we are at Whitewater. Finally having a good water park day. It's been a long time since we've been to a good water park.
Actually, ever.
Ever?
Yeah. Our last water park experience was pretty sad.
Yeah, we went to Cliffs in Albuquerque. They had a couple okay slides, but it was like one tower.
Yeah,
so it wasn't
more for little kids than us adults.
It was for beginners, water park beginners. So we're very excited. We're gonna check it out, and I don't think I'll be able to film on rides or anything, but I'll definitely give you guys our input, and we'll see how it goes. So talk to you guys later. All right, as you can tell, we're in the water park now, and we just got ourselves a locker. They were $17 for a standard locker.
And you get $10 back once you turn in your key. So we'll get $10 back. So it's really only about $7 for a standard if you really think about it.
Yeah, it's a really good deal to add that on there. And we got this awesome bracelet that they'll just scan, so that way you don't have to carry around your wallet and stuff like that while you're waiting on stuff. So
just load however much you want on it. It's free to get, so I think it's a great idea so that you don't have to carry your wallet, worry about your card, worry about signing, because you do have to sign when you get a receipt back here. So
yep. So we're gonna go check out some rides. I'm probably not gonna film on any of the slides. Oh, and we just got a sports bottle for $12.
No, this is $8.99.
$8.99,
with
and it's
99-cent refills.
It's 99-cent refills at all the fountains. They have like free water all over the place. But we're gonna, but it's a good investment to have, because it's better to have a refillable cup rather than paying for drinks over and over and over again. So, like I said, we're gonna go try out some slides, and we'll let you guys know how it is afterwards. So, see you guys in a bit. All right, everybody, pardon the music in the background. We just did Pipeline Plunge and Ohana Falls?
I think so.
Ohana Falls. Pipeline Plunge is a solo ride. You ride on a regular circular tube down it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy. It's got the really tight turns and really high curves on it, the high walls. So it's not quite like a funnel, but you get that
It's pretty fast.
Yeah.
You have to take off your glasses and your shoes because you might lose them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It goes very whoosh.
Yeah.
Whoosh. But Ohana Falls was a family ride, big family raft ride. That's fast.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It's a very quick ride, but it's enough to where you get a good ride out of it. Let's see, it was less than a minute of a ride to do it.
Probably.
But there's 2 or 3. There's one somewhat big drop at the end, but you go fast. There's there's high walls and stuff like that. Really sharp turns. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. What do you think of the ride so far?
So much fun. I can't wait to do the rest of them.
Yeah.
We'll work our way up to this one.
We'll see.
It's a lot of fun. And we're getting attacked by flowers.
Getting attacked by flowers.
Oh, one more thing. The drink that we got here, it came with your first drink was free. I didn't know that. So you have I guess there's a little sticker on here and you just gave it to them and you saved $1 for refill. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, so that's a really good deal. Basically, if you get you get 4 refills, it pays for itself. Because it was about $13, and if you buy a drink, it's about $3.50.
Yeah.
So it's a good deal.
This one was $8.99.
That one?
$8.99 or 2 for $12.
Yeah.
99-cent refills, or we didn't get the $20 one. There's one that's $19.99, and you get free refills all day just for the soft drinks. But for the both of us, I don't think we're gonna drink that much.
Nah, I think
it's good for a family of 4, and if you have a season pass to Whitewater, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for the entire season. I don't know if we'll get a season pass yet. We're just kind of feeling it out, but loving it so far. We're gonna find some lunch because we're getting a little hungry. We're gonna browse around and see what there is to eat. So talk to y'all in a bit. All right, you guys, we went to Hula Hula Taco. Got us a pulled pork and steak tacos. They look delicious. Come with chips and salsa.
Yep.
Looks awesome. All right, so we just finished our steak and pork tacos. They were really good. I think this pork was better. It wasn't like the steak was super tough for me, but I liked the seasoning on the pork really well. I mean, it wasn't like amazing pork, but it was good for like a lot of pork. So, what do you think?
I definitely agree. I thought the pork was better. I could taste the flavor better in the pork. The steak was a little tough, and I couldn't really taste if they used marinade. I really couldn't taste it. But yeah, we got, they forgot to put avocado ranch on our taco, so we went back and got some, and that was super good.
Yeah.
I definitely actually am preferring that to sour cream, so if you haven't tried some avocado ranch on some Mexican food, go try it.
Yeah, for sure. And they were really cool about, we asked for no pico, and they're like, well, would you like to sub? And so we were able to just get lettuce on it instead of the pico de gallo. Most places don't do that we've been at, but it's a really cool thing that they did. So thumbs up for that. I highly recommend it if you come to Whitewater. We want something a little different than the usual burgers and fries and stuff. So.
And our lunch was less than $10, which I thought was really good. It was $7.99 for the tacos, and then we got a refill, which was 99 cents plus tax, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever you go to a water park, don't eat too heavy. Maybe until you're done at the water park. So for us splitting, each getting a taco, that was perfect for us, and then we'll get on some more rides and not feel too bad about it.
Yeah, for sure. Pro tip, you don't want to eat too much at a water park because, I mean, you're going to get super hungry, but you got to think you're going to go a lot of drops and turns and a lot in the water a lot, so you don't want to do too much. You don't want to eat too much food, but you want to be able to have enough energy to get through the day. So, and also, whenever you drink, make sure you drink a lot of stuff that's light. Lemonade, Sprite. If you're gonna have to drink soda, then Sprite. Drink a lot of water. And I know you're in a water park, but like clean water, that's great too. So, anyway, we're gonna go ride some more rides. We're gonna put the phone in the locker and ride some more rides, and we'll let you guys know what we think. So, talk to you later. All right, so we went on a few more slides. We did the what was it called? The Waikiki Wave. Was that what, yeah.
Yes, I think
that was a really fun one.
It's two slides.
It's two. There's a tan one and a blue one. We went on the tan one, which was pretty fast. I mean, it had some open parts because it's mostly enclosed, but that one had a bit of an open area. And we had to get a little treatment because Katrina got a boo-boo. She tried rolling out of the slide, the tube, but because you're sitting on tubes on these kind of slides. And she realized it wasn't as deep as she thought.
Yeah, so. And I kind of just fell out onto the pavement.
Yeah, we met, but we talked to Tim. He's like one of the managers at the park.
Yeah.
And he was really cool. Like he asked us a few questions on like what they could have done better, which wasn't the park's doing.
It definitely wasn't their fault. It was just me.
It's just misjudging of distance.
Yeah.
But I love both those slides. The blue one is completely enclosed, like all dark, which is crazy.
And faster.
And it is a lot faster. I can see why the height difference is a thing.
Yeah.
But we are loving the day so far. We got in the wave pool, which is right over there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really cool. It's kind of more rapid waves than it is like full on like surf waves, if that makes sense.
They go side to side versus front to back.
Yeah.
So if you've ever been to Typhoon Lagoon, their waves are more like front to back, where you can jump with the wave or through the wave. This, not so much.
Yeah, this one's definitely more just unsettled waves.
Yeah.
We kind of floated in the lazy river a couple times a day. Really nice. I think it'd be better if you have like either both in the water or you're on a float, because otherwise because we tried with Katrina in a tube and me floating and it didn't like work. It didn't work out with me like in the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully next time we come it'll get it'll be a little easier to get tubes because I mean everybody's switching out and it's tough to get a tube for everybody. So, but we love the day so far. We are gonna get one more. We bought a couple things which we'll show you guys later. We're gonna get one more thing before we go. Get a little food item, a little treat, and after that I don't even know. So we'll talk to you guys later. All right, here's what we got. These are called beaver tails. It's fried dough with mine is apple cinnamon. Looks delicious. And Katrina got what was called a triple trip. It's chocolate hazelnut spread, peanut butter, and Reese's Pieces that are all broken up. They look delicious. Ready to munch it. These look awesome. All right, those beaver tails were just delicious. Mine wasn't too rich, but I think it was about perfect on a hot day, especially being the last thing. To kind of end the theme park day, it was good to get something fried and just indulgent. It was really good. What do you think of yours?
Oh my goodness, I loved mine. Mine had chocolate hazelnut spread, Reese's, and peanut butter drizzled on it. So yes, mine was more rich, but I would love sweets, so yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think next time I'm gonna try the Oreo one because they have like 7 or 8 different flavors you can choose from.
Yeah. So ignore the helicopter sound in the background of a tour helicopter that's been flying over all day long. But it's been a really fun day at Whitewater. We will, towards the end of the video, we're going to do a review, like our full review, I guess, on it.
We'll share tips.
Share some tips, share some, a little bit of just fun information, favorite rides, all that stuff like we did for Silver Dollar City. And just have a good rest of the day. So we will talk to you guys later. All right, everybody. So we made it home safe. And we wanted to go over our pros, our cons, and some tips that we figured out while we were at Whitewater, and just our overall review of how we like the park. So, first of all, I do want to go over some cons just to get them out of the way. So if we didn't like it, so that way we can build on the pros a little more. First of all, it was kind of expensive to get in the door. It was $24 a person?
No, it was $42.
No, $42 a person just to get in the door.
And that was after we actually brought in a coupon. McDonald's is having the back of your coupon on McDonald's and other places. Check the back of your receipts. Always there might be a coupon.
Yeah.
But it was $5 off per person. So it basically paid for the tax. So it was 42 and some odd change.
It was like $41-ish.
Yeah, per person.
Yeah. And the other, like, some of the things were a little more expensive, but weren't enough to say, like, that's a big deal. But overall, the cost wasn't terrible. It was just getting the door got kind of expensive. The other thing is, for the Lazy River, there didn't seem to be enough tubes for everyone to have, which I can understand. It could get crowded with a lot of tubes on there. But we also saw a lot of people standing, waiting just to get a tube, inner tube to go down the river. Yeah. And to me, I can go either way, but if you're, some people would rather lay out and relax.
Which is me.
Yeah, Katrina would rather lay out and relax, so it's...
I would.
Either way.
That's what a lazy river is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I like to do. I like to get in the tube, go with the current, and just relax. So. Yeah. It was kind of the bad one. One thing for me was there weren't enough family... Well, there was too few family rides and, like, double raft rides. There's only one family ride there, which we loved, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But if we're going to go to a park, it's fun to go with your significant other or with your family on a ride or with one of your friends. So that was kind of a downer. Like, most of them were just, you go by yourself, and then at the end, there's, you wait for everybody else to get down. And then the other thing was, I personally love, like, body slides rather than tubes and things like that, to where because every slide we went on just about needed a tube or a mat or something to where you have something between you and the slide. There wasn't just, you lay back and just go. So that was kind of a downer. But there were drop slides, but we're not a big fan of those. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see on that. So enough with the negativity.
we want to talk about our top 3 slides that we did. That was kind of which we thought were the most fun and most entertaining for us.
Yes.
Because there's a good range of stuff on there. My number 3, I think we agree on this one, is the tan slide on the Waikiki Wave.
Yes.
This is a both enclosed and open slide. It kind of alternates. And I love...
It's the slower of the two as well.
Yeah, it is the slower of the two. It's very... it's got enough speed to where you have fun on it, but it's not like you're dropping and you're done. It's got enough of a balance there.
Yes. That definitely was my number 3. I happened to be backwards on it the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I got turned around, to be honest, so I don't have any tips of what not to do.
Yeah.
But I think I definitely would have enjoyed it a lot more if I was facing forward.
Yeah. I think number 2 we disagree on. My number 2 is the blue side of that slide, because it's more fast, it's completely enclosed, and it's fast, like I said, it's fast enough to enjoy it, but not fast enough to where you're like at the bottom and you're done. It gives you a nice thrill without too much of a scare, if that makes much sense.
That would be my number 4, if we had a top 4. But the only reason why I say that is because I was somehow turned around backwards in that ride, and that ride is faster than the tan one. So it kind of, I mean, obviously I wasn't scared, but, you get disoriented when it's dark and you're backwards. So I would have probably enjoyed it if I was turning the right way.
Yeah.
But so my number 3, what was it called?
Or number 2.
Oh, sorry. My number 2 was the something plunge. I forget what it's called. Either way.
The pipeline plunge.
Pipeline plunge. You use a red tube for this one. It was actually the first slide we went on, and I thought it was a great one to start with because it's open / they call them the half slides. So it was great. I was able to see everything. I wasn't backwards. It definitely was a little fast, which I really enjoyed. So that would be my number 2 slot.
I agree with the fact that it's a good opening slide. It'd be my 4 or lower because I'm a little heavier than most of the people who go on that ride. I'm not that big, but I'm heavier than like Katrina. So there are a lot of sharp turns and you go up on the wall a lot. And there were times where I felt like I was about that far from the edge of the wall, and that's not fun for me. So I personally did not enjoy the ride as much. It was, like she said, it's a good starter to get a good feel for the water park, but it's not my personal favorite. But we do agree on our number 1. We talked about this at the park. It's the only big slide we went on twice, and that's the Ohana Falls family ride. It's the one family ride in the park. That's one of the reasons it's our number 1. And also, it's enough of a thrill to where, like I said, it's enough speed to be fun and give you a bit of a, pick up your heart rate a little bit, but at the same time, it's not, you're flying down a waterfall and that's it. It's enough of a thrill for, the whole family, which we really enjoy, because we're not big speed people when it comes to rides, but we like enough to be, to get you going, so you're not just going down a random thing.
Yeah.
So, and again, Katrina, for some reason, was backwards. But the first time, we kind of shared backwards there. We went sideways, she went backward a little bit, I went backward at the end. So, and the second time, she went completely backwards.
I was completely backwards the whole time. Still had fun, though.
It was a lot of fun.
I think we're just laughing because of the situation.
And it's also, and you just laugh because of just of how crazy it is.
Yeah.
And we also liked it because we were able to share that experience, like I said earlier. Those kind of rides is, you get to laugh with and at the person with you, or just, enjoy being together in that moment. So that's why it's our number 1.
Yes.
So going over some pros, the good part of it, and also some tips for you guys if you ever go, or any just water park tips for you guys. Sorry, I can't talk clearly for some reason. There were plenty of rides there for the entire family. They weren't all thrill rides. They weren't all crazy kind of rides. They were all enough to be they were fast enough to, I know I say this a lot, I'm trying to not, but they were fast enough to where you got a good rush out of it, but like you could take smaller kids on it. The height range is probably 48 inches and lower for most of them, and I can see why. One, for just how fast it goes, and also the scare of it. Sometimes it could be really scary for younger kids. But if you have a kid who loves that kind of stuff, then they're gonna really love this park.
And plus, they did have 2 play areas for kids.
Yeah.
There's a huge one, probably 5 plus, 6 plus, and then they
Yeah.
also had a smaller one for those that are definitely a lot smaller, and they can keep them a little more separate from the bigger kids. So they definitely have, really, there's everything for any age. You're gonna have a fun time at this water park.
Yeah, and the wave pool, like we showed you guys earlier, is enough to be kind of choppy, kind of like rapids, more than actual like tidal waves. So it's kind of like you're rocking more than you are like riding the waves.
And a lot of people float in that. There's a lot of tubes.
There's a lot of tubes of people just floating in there.
Yeah.
Which can be fun, but at the same time, if I'm in a wave pool, I'm going to be in the wave pool.
Yeah, same here. I'd rather, go with waves, dive through the waves, but these were not those kind of waves.
Yeah, it wasn't that kind of thing. But it was still a lot of fun, and still a good way to just cool off and chill between rides.
And actually, this wave pool, I forgot, didn't even think about, but it's unique and it actually tells you when the next waves are going to start and how much time the waves are going to be going. So maybe you missed the first set of waves. Well, you have 10 minutes until they restart up. So, or maybe it's already going and you can see there's 5 minutes left. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. If you're not a fan of waves, it gives you warning enough to say, like, hey, they're going to start in about 5 minutes. Give you time to collect your stuff, move out to the shallower end, or maybe just watch from the beach part and go from there.
Yeah.
So it gives you good options and good clarity on that. The next thing I want to talk about is the food. As you guys know, we love all different kinds of food. We're big foodies. And this had a lot of there was a place where it had the usual fast food for theme parks, like burgers, chicken sandwiches, that kind of thing. But they also had the specialty places, like they had a CiCi's, like where you could like pick up a pizza or a slice of pizza, and the Hula Hula tacos, which were really good. So, and price-wise, they're actually pretty on the low end for theme parks.
Yeah.
I think the most expensive thing that we saw there was what, $8
at that
for
one?
a plate for most of them.
I think $9.99 is probably the highest we saw. And if you're a family of 4 though, CiCi's did have a large pizza that could definitely feed 4, and that one was probably between $12 and $14 depending on like the toppings you wanted.
Yeah, and if you think about it, most pizza places are going to be $15-$16 for a full pizza.
Anyways, yeah.
So it's a good deal. And speaking of food, a pro tip on that is don't eat too much that's heavy until the end of the day. We kind of mentioned this earlier, but you don't want to eat or drink anything that's going to stick in your stomach whenever you're going to go on these big rides or fast things, because, 0G works in both directions. Just saying, it's bad.
Yeah.
So that is one of the big things we loved about it, is the variety of food and how you can go either the stereotypical burger and fries or just do a taco plate and have like chips.
Definitely a lighter option was the taco plate. I'm so glad we shared it because there was plenty of food for the both of us.
I got full off the one taco, and that's a big thing. And also you got to be conscientious of like where you're at and stuff like that. So it's good to remember. Also, along with the price is this here. This is called the Wave Bucks. It's basically like a gift card, but low tech. Because what you do is you'll get this at the gift shop, which was South Wave Trading Company, I think, is what they call it. Something like that. You go to the counter, you just say you want to get the Wave Bucks bracelet, and you just tell them how much you want on it. There's no activation fee for this.
Which is really great.
Which is awesome.
Completely free to use this.
Yeah.
So it's really great.
And if you've gone to places like Disney World or sometimes
Incredible Pizza,
where they have those like the magic bands or the Tapu Tapus at Volcano Bay, or even just the slide cards at arcades, that's basically the same concept. They just scan it and then they take money off and they let you know how much is left.
Yeah.
So it's a really good way to not have your wallet with you all day. You don't have to worry about your money getting wet, and also helps you be more conscientious with your money.
Yeah, because every time you buy something, either it prints out and tells you your remaining balance like a gift card, or they'll write on the receipt how much you have left.
Yeah.
So that was really great. This is really great if you have kids. You can have as many as you want. You know, everyone in your family can have one.
Yeah.
So if they're old enough where you can let them go on rides by themselves or let them do what they want for an hour or two, you know, give them $10 or $20. You know, they don't have to run back to you asking for money because they're hungry or, you know, they want to get a drink. So I love, I mean, we don't have kids yet, but I love that idea.
That's a really good idea for that. And also, you can have the one with the most money on it, so you can control, like, meals and big food purchases. And they can buy, like, a souvenir, or they can go to whatever and do that.
Yep. And another great thing is you can actually cash out at the end of the day. You don't have to worry about, oh no, I still have $5. Do I have to hold on? Like, do I have to hold on to this bracelet? You don't. You can cash out at the end of the day, and it, you know, that's another free thing. You know, it's really, I love it. It's so great.
Speaking about being able to cash out at the end of the day is with the locker systems. They were able. You're 17 for the standard locker, which is the smaller one, but that includes the $10 rental fee, which you get back at the end of the day. So it's basically $7 for a locker. And then once you return your key, they'll give you the $10 back. So that way it's an even switch out, which is a big bonus because a lot of places don't refund that. It's just you pay it and that's the way it is. But at Whitewater, they're able to help you with both of those costs, which is really cool.
So now let's talk about the refillable drink. We love this.
Both this and this are the best investments you will make at this park. And I'm not just saying that because we love these parks so much. We do it because this is true.
We know our deal. We are
frugal.
Yes, that's the word I was looking
That's a
for.
good way of saying we cheat and we po. That's what it is. This was $8.99.
Yes.
Yep. And you can get 2 for $12, which was a good deal, but we only needed one.
We only needed one, yeah.
But if you're like a family of 4 and you want one for you and then one for your kids possibly, that's a good way to go because not everybody's going to want to drink the same thing. Most of the drinks by themselves are $3.49 each.
Yeah.
So that's at least $3.50 that you're going to spend on one soda.
Plus tax.
Yeah,
that doesn't include tax.
Yeah. So, these is 99 cents per refill, and the first one's free.
Yeah.
So that's a huge bonus. And I think we got like 3 drinks altogether. So it basically paid for itself in the first day we got it.
Yeah, and these are good for this season. The season is from June until September.
Yep.
So if we were going to go back, we already have the cup. Don't have to worry about paying that again. And we can fill it with soda. You can get an icy for $1 and something if you wanted to. They had great flavors. Yeah. Or we could refill it with water. They do have water fountains if you're not much of a soda drinker. So yeah. Yeah,
and if you are a soda drinker, a bit of a tip from us, because we're not always wanting to drink just water. I mean, you're at a water park, you want something a little different. Go with stuff like Sprite, lemonade, maybe even like teas or stuff like that, unless you're able to get like a Powerade, because like I said before, you don't want anything heavy and sugary when you're out in the heat, when you're going on these rides. It doesn't mix well.
Yeah, one thing we got was half Sprite, half lemonade, which is really good if you haven't tried it yet.
It's a Sprite and like pink lemonade, so it's like a little tart, but enough. It just accentuates the lemon and the Sprite. And it was really nice.
It was. It wasn't really heavy, so.
And they were really cool about accommodating what you would want there, like mixing drinks together, or even like we said on the tacos, special ordering stuff. They were very lenient on that, or at least the girl that we had there were really cool.
Yeah, everyone we dealt with, well, I don't want to say dealt with, but everyone we came in contact with, or we saw, were really great. Everyone had great attitudes. I didn't see anyone who just wasn't happy to be there or happy to help you and, get what you needed. Like we mentioned earlier with the tacos, we don't like pico. We're like, well, do you want to substitute it? And it was free to substitute it. Some places would charge you. I mean, so we like lettuce. Why not? Yeah. So, and I thought it was really nice that they even offered that, because some people ask and it's like, oh, yeah, we can do that, but it's 50 cents.
50 cents to $1 more.
Yeah. So I thought that was really great that they did that.
Yeah. And everybody was very personable too. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm professional, I'm going to do this for you. It's like they care about your safety, about your wants and needs, rather than just, I'm here to do a job. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Fake smiles. No, they authentically like
Yeah.
it genuinely wanted you to have a good day.
Yeah, they really were great.
Yeah, and the lifeguards were really fun too. At least the ones on the like raft ride, they would like splash you as you left.
And if you splashed them, you had a little like splash flag.
There's a little bit of water there,
Yeah.
so it was really cool to see that with like
Yeah.
family with kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They made it very relatable.
Next pro tip is some of the water park this year, probably any year, is some days are open until past 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. So they have these after 5 p.m. deals. Like we did one of the deals, which is buy one, get one beaver
They were beaver tails. Which you guys saw, but I'll let you know what it is. It's basically fried dough. If you're from the Southwest, it's called like fry bread, basically. And then they put like sweet stuff on top of it. Mine had cinnamon, butter, and like this caramel apple topping. And then Katrina's had like Nutella and Reese's and peanut butter, and it was really good.
Yeah, they had like 7 to 8 different.
There's all kind of stuff.
And
on
if
there.
you don't like all those toppings, they had simple cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, cinnamon sugar and lemon, I think, was one of them.
Yeah,
that they had on there.
yeah, they had them simple. If you wanted something fried but not really heavy,
Yeah.
they had that too.
Yeah, and there were a lot of other different options to go with fried food too, like Oreos, Twinkies, all kinds of stuff.
The typical funnel cake.
Funnel cake, yeah. And also after 5 p.m. they have this event. What she was talking about is called Night Water. It's Fridays and Saturdays from July through August. So like if we wanted to go back for like an evening after work or whatever, and we're just like it's hot, let's go to the water park. We could be able to go. I think it's like $25 if you get there after 5 o'clock.
Yes,
I believe. And it's all the rides, all the food stuff is like open. So it gives you that option to just have that full experience without having to worry about like, oh, I didn't get there until this time and possibly miss some of the crowd. I don't know if there's going to be a huge crowd at night, but it may be a good time to get a little less crowded at the park and get out of the sun for a bit.
Yeah, and some of the places have deals. I couldn't remember all of the deals, but there are other food places that have a percentage off some of their food items. So definitely go to the website and look up what those are.
Yep, all the links will be in the description. I'll make sure to get you guys all the information that we can.
Yeah.
So the other thing we wanted to talk about, we didn't do this one, either of these two things, but it's a really cool thing that they offer. The first one is you can actually rent tubes for the day. They're red inner tubes, and you can use them on just about all the rides. You just have to carry them with you.
Yes.
But it's a really convenient thing because you can just carry them from one ride to the next without having to worry about laying it down, picking one back up, and going your own way. You can just keep it with you, and it's your own personal tube for everything. So it solves a lot of issues.
Yeah, especially with one of the cons was that they didn't have enough at the
Lazy River.
So
Yeah.
if you wanted to rent one, you definitely could.
Solve that problem. And the other thing is they offer cabanas, which is a little more expensive. They start at about $150, and based off what you get, what you pay, like the basic one has like a locker, 1 to 2 lockers, and like some chairs to just kind of relax in. And then the pricier ones include like satellite TV, like more lounge chairs, 4 tubes for your family.
I think 4 tubes come with any cabana.
They come with all the cabanas,
and they're clear white ones. So
so you're able to separate them from the regular ones. And like I said, all the information is down below. We weren't able to do everything in this time around because we just wanted to enjoy the park and stuff like that. So if we go back, we'll try to highlight a little bit more on there. One other big thing, speaking of tubes and stuff like that, you're not able to wear your water shoes or your sunglasses on a lot of the rides. And so, but the really cool thing is you can leave them at the entrance of the ride, which is right by where you exit, and people won't mess with them. People are really, at least there today, were very respectful of your possessions. Like we were able to leave our sunglasses and our water shoes right there on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got back, they were still there, like untouched.
Yeah.
So that's really cool about this water park too, is people are genuinely okay with not touching other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Because they don't want their stuff messed with. So, and it's good to know your stuff other than somebody else's too. Keeps that a little easier because a lot of people are going to wear their shoes and stuff like that. So
yeah.
And we didn't know that till we got on the first ride or so. And they were like, oh, you need to take off your shoes, your sunglasses.
Yeah, so you
stuff
have
like
to
that.
hold onto those and try to hold on.
And try to hold onto your tube all at the same time.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a pain. So by the end of the day, we realized just leaving our shoes and stuff at the entrance is a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then, so last thing we want to do is show you guys some of the stuff that we bought, because we're souvenir nerds everywhere, as you guys have seen in our videos. The first one is this one here. It's similar to a snow globe, but it's got this cool like white water gel stuff at the bottom. This was $7.99. It's very different. That's why we bought it, so that way it's not like, oh, that's a glitter globe from some water park. Like, it says white water on it. We haven't seen anything like this before, so that was a really different element. And also, Katrina loves dolphins, so we got the one with dolphins in it. But there were several different types too.
Yes.
And the other bonus is it's actually a pen holder, if you guys can see that. So added bonus, if you want to have that like on your desk, it's a little bonus. And of course, what we get from everywhere is we got a magnet, these little tiki guys on it. This was actually on clearance, believe it or not. It's usually $7. It's 88 cents. So if you guys are able to go this season, keep an eye out. Like, look at tags and stuff like that, because they don't just broadcast all their clearance stuff.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out, and you could find some really good stuff for really cheap. And so I think that's about everything that we were able to see this trip. We would love to go back. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments. Let us know, because we'd love to go. We may just go back again because we loved it so much.
Yeah, it
maybe
was a
after
lot of fun.
5 on the weekend, just to get that extra little bonus day out and just relax. And also, it is our 6-year anniversary, so this was a double awesome day. Thank you guys so much for all you guys do for the channel. I know it's not too entertaining all the time, but we try to keep things fresh and stuff like that for you guys. And we'll have more stuff around Branson, and there's a lot of stuff to do. So we'll try to feature as much as we can. If there's anything in particular that you guys would like to see or hear our impressions on, let us know below, and we'll try to get that done soon, because we want to keep you guys happy. And you guys are family with us, so we want to make sure you guys are happy with everything. So we will see you guys next week. Peace out. And remember, Bruce!